What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. Today we are going to be trying to break 2,500 rapid rating on chess.com. I've never done that before. If we do it, this will be a first ever for me. The highest that I got to before was 2,490. Today we're at 2,480, so we got 20 points to go. Like I said, it's not going to be easy because most of the opponents, if they're lower than me, you're not going to get a lot of points, right? You only get a few points if you beat someone lower. So, it's going to be challenging. Before we do that, let's take a look at the brilliant move recap from last time I was streaming. So here's the first position. Black has just brought out the bishop to g4. It is white to play. What is the move? And I don't see anyone in the chat. Oh, there they are. Okay, cool. I was just making sure we're live. We're good. All right. The move is bishop takes f7. I've showed you guys this tactic many times. If the bishop on g4 comes out to pin your knight and it's not protected and you have a bishop anywhere on this diagonal lined up here, you always have to consider what happens if you just take the pawn. And in a lot of cases, it's just a good move because if they take you back, you jump your knight. Sometimes you have to jump the knight here. In this case, it's over here, but it unleashes the queen and we simply get our piece back and you get a free pawn. And more importantly, the king can no longer castle, which is really the big deal. Okay, so that's the move. It's very common. Like, this is a 2,400 rated player playing this move. It happens all the time. People just forget about it, right? And so just pay attention. Now, the next position, this is a totally different game, but you will notice it is almost the exact same thing. Now, the knight was here, and I think there was maybe one other piece that was in a different position, but other than that, it's basically the same. Bishop takes f7. Move the knight. Take the bishop. 2 games against 2 different 2,400 rated players. There you go. So, extremely common. Make sure you pay attention to that one. All right? Let's go to the next one. Now, this is where they start to get more interesting. So, let me back up a few moves here. This was a wild game. So we have this position. They castle. I played knight g4. Now, when I played knight g4, I am attacking on f2. And if white doesn't stop me, let's say they play some random move like a3, I'm going to play queen h4 and threaten checkmate here, and at the same time threaten to take here, and I'm just totally winning. So white has to deal with this threat, okay? So they play queen f3 to add a defender here and create their own threat of checkmate. But what I noticed was that I could still play there and it's not checkmate because I can move my king to d8. Now, Stockfish doesn't like it. Apparently, queen g3 is the move for white, which just defends everything. They did this instead, and I played king e7, h3. I go back, which was not the right move because queen h5. My opponent didn't see that. They played queen c3. I played bishop d6. They go back, rook f8 to the open file, d4. And it looks like I might be in trouble here. My king's in the middle. The pawns are attacking my knight. They're going to push and play e5. What is the move for black? What's up, Rob? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Okay. So this one, we obviously want to move our knight, otherwise we're just going to get captured for free. But we can't really go anywhere. It's going to get taken unless we're going to go backwards. But that doesn't look very good. And once e5 happens, it shuts down our bishop. We're probably in trouble, right? So the move is knight to f3 check. And the way you want to think about this is if they have to take with the pawn, it opens up the king. So then the next logical question is, okay, do I have a way to take advantage of that if that happens? And that's what they did in the game. And I'm sad to say that I lost this game because I missed the winning move in this position. I was getting lower on time. 43 seconds is not a lot. And I went for the wrong approach here. Okay, I captured on h3 thinking that I would try to go for this, get rid of another pawn. But that was totally the wrong move. So if you would like to pause again, black to play and win. And there's only one move. If you don't play this move, you're going to lose the game. You have to play this one move. What is it? Yeah, buttoneer, you are correct. The only move is rook to f6. A rook lift threatening to come over here. And I don't know why I didn't think about it. I was kind of thinking about a rook lift. I just sort of thought I could do it later and thought I would go ahead and take the pawn, but actually I need to do it right away, and now is the time. And if they try to do this, it doesn't even matter. I just come over and they're getting mated. Because if they ever come here, the bishop is supporting, my queen just takes it. You guys see that? That's just checkmate. And so they have no way to stop this. They're just done. Well, I guess you can technically play f4 and bring your queen over, but that's not ideal. And yeah, so it was rook f6. I didn't see that, and I ended up losing. I tried to come in this way, but I just kind of ran out of pieces, and now my attack is running out, and white gets away. Okay, so don't forget about rook lifts. Very important when you're trying to attack the king. All right. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so here is the position. White has just played rook to e3. Black to play. What is the move? All right, so again, we're attacking the king. We've got the queen lined up. We've got the bishops in position, but we need to get through. So I noticed I can actually just give up the bishop to get rid of the pawn. And it also clears the path for this guy to start pushing down the board. And this is a problem for white. They captured, but then I played h3. They actually just resigned here because my attack is just so fast, right? Like they could try to come down here and check me. Checkmate. You could try to block with the rook, but I just take it with my bishop, right? You could try to take this, but then I take that because it's pinned. And even if you come here and put me in check, like it doesn't really do anything. I'm just going to move my king. It's not a big threat. And so white is just in trouble. You could see plus, what, or minus 8 or 9 for black. And so they just decided to resign. So really simple when you think about the idea, right? Get rid of the pawn, clear the way for the h-pawn, and the king can't defend. Okay? All right, good job. Last one. This is the last game with brilliant moves. This one actually features 2 brilliant moves. And by the way, I should clarify this because some people ask this. When I say brilliant moves, I'm talking specifically about chess.com awarding it the brilliant move, you know, the 2 exclamation marks. That's just what chess.com thinks. So some of these you might think aren't that brilliant. Other ones maybe are, but that's where I'm getting that from. Okay, so here we go. We're attacking. Kind of a complicated position. My knight's under attack, but it's not really under attack because there's a pin. He's threatening to trade. I have all my pieces in position. Usually when I have all my pieces in position, I know that like that's the moment you need to strike because it's not going to get any better, usually. So white to play. What's the move for white? All right, if you had a chance to look at that, here we go. It's knight takes e6. Now, this one is complicated. But basically what I'm saying is by taking here, we've now opened up this diagonal. So that's one thing, right? Maybe a bishop is going to land here. Maybe the queen at some point in the future is going to land here. Maybe if the knight gets, you know, moved or captured, the queen's going to go here. So that's one reason why we might give up the knight. The other reason is we've now made this a very easy target, right? Because there's only one pawn there. And so we can trade, which is what I did. And guess what? Now the rook can capture on e6. So we can make use of whatever is more powerful. Is it a bishop check or is it a rook capturing? And it was actually this move. They went here, bishop c4, and this king is in big trouble because I'm about to move my rook wherever I want. This is a discovered check, right? For example, I could go here, check, and normally the pawn would be able to take me. Not in this case because the bishop puts the king in check, and then I can simply take their queen. That's one example. Another example, I could take this. Again, discovered check. I'm going to take a free bishop. You can just see there's all kinds of very dangerous moves. I can even take this. Double check. This is defended, so the king can't take me. So that's a free piece. So all these moves are a threat to black. Bishop d5. So they're blocking the check to their king, which is smart. I captured it. They captured it. White to play. Here's the second brilliant move for this game. What is it? All right, if you had a chance to look at that, it is rook takes f6. So again, we see this theme over and over again, right? You're trying to attack the king. There's a piece in the way. Sometimes you just have to sacrifice a piece to get rid of it. That opens up the door to checkmate or whatever. So here we go, rook takes f6. They went back. They didn't take me that. If they would have taken me, my queen was going to come in. They have to go here. And I was thinking to myself, like, there must be a checkmate here. Which, let's see, here, what is it? I think we go rook f6. Do they get away? They actually might get away. Let's see, check. Yeah, no, this is really good. Queen g7. Look at this. It's going to force them back. Then we could take a rook for free, maybe even another rook. You get the idea, right? So that's what if they would have taken me. They went back, and I'm pretty sure, I think I lost this game. Yeah, I ended up losing this game, which means I missed the idea completely. I played rook g6, which was okay. And then I did something wrong here. Let's see. I was still winning here. That was my big mistake. And then that was a blunder. Somehow they escaped. I don't know. Let me actually see. I don't remember what the move was. What was the winning move here? Apparently trading is good. And then what's the point here? Queen e4. Ah, so it looks like the point is to stop the king from going to h7. Because as soon as it gets to h7 and the rook comes out, I actually lose my attack. And so I think that's what Stockfish is doing. If you try to go there now, I can hit you with this check and win the queen. And so by keeping the king stuck here, the rook is actually stuck. And that's what I needed to see. I didn't see it. Ended up losing. I think I got low on time and lost. But anyway, we still had the two brilliant moves. Knight takes here and rook takes f6. So, you would request a video for pieces placement and making a plan for advanced players. You'll have to make videos for beginners. Okay. Yeah, let me think about that. What's your rating? What level are we talking? When you say advanced, 1800 or? I'll think about that. Let me see if I can come up with something. All right, guys. So that's the brilliant move recap. Now it's time to play some games. Above 2,000. Okay. Yeah, let me think about that. Apparently, we're competing with the some other tournaments here, but we're going to do it anyway. 10-minute rapid. Here we go. Now, we are 2480. So any loss is bad news, right? If we lose to like a 22 or 2300, we're losing a whole bunch of points. It's going to make it very difficult to get to 2500. So I'm going to try very hard to not lose any games, okay? I mean, I obviously always try hard to not lose, but I'm going to, I don't know, extra try hard. Anyway, let's go. Here we go. You guys ready for this? Let's do it. Let's do it. E4. Let's go. We're playing against someone we've played before. Okay, we're going to try the Smith-Morra Gambit. They do take it. Okay, this is good. We're off to a good start. This is going to be an exciting game. And hopefully I remember what I need to remember. Let's develop. Almost always, you're going to put the knights here and here. You're going to put the bishop on c4. I don't think this changes our general plan here. Okay, now I have to think. Because most of the time, if they play b5, I think we're jumping our bishop in. Now, you could also put the bishop back and then you jump the knight in later. But I'm actually thinking we should just do this. Let's see. We are not castled yet, but I don't think that's a big deal, honestly, guys. Queen e7, I would play king d2. I would actually play king d2 because once the rook comes over, I think it's worth it. Let's do it. We're going to go. I don't want to spend too much time. I'm going to need the time later. I'm definitely going to need the time later. Let's go ahead and take. Obviously, we're going to castle if we can. Okay. Ah, they were able to get d6 in. So, yeah, maybe that's actually smart for them. But here we go. We're going to continue with the plan. We're going to castle. The rook is coming over. And yeah, I think we start with that. There's no reason to do anything else. Let's go ahead and pin it. Now, on knight f6, I don't want to let them castle, because if they can castle and be up a piece with the king out of the center, they're fine. So I think we need to make sure that that's not going to happen. Now, how can we do that? Bishop g4, interesting move. Okay. So bishop g5 comes to mind. Queen e2, but then they're going to try to take here. So I almost want to chase this first. Maybe we just start with bishop g5. If they play, let's just say knight f6. And I take. Now they're not going to castle. Knight e4, bishop f4. So this is definitely the plan. Let's think about this, guys. This is a critical moment. We can't let the king get away. We cannot let the king get away. Yeah, they might just be wanting to go here and here, right? So knight e4 would stop knight d2. I mean, knight d7. I actually like knight e4. Stops knight d7. Yeah, I think we do this. And on knight f6, we just take it. Now the pawn structure is really messed up. Then we play bishop f4 and we go from there. Let's do it. So here we go. Knight e4. Again, the reason I sacked this is because I want to attack the king in the center. And I may have done it too early. Maybe I should have waited until I was castled. We'll see. This will be interesting to check afterwards. That's the tricky part about the Smith-Morra is like knowing when do you sack and when do you not sack. Oh, king f8. Wow. So they're just going to commit to it like that. Okay. So there we go. I mean, that's kind of what I wanted, right? King is not castling. Let's play h3. I'll make him make this trade or retreat. And we got to find ways to attack the king here. So let's just get all the pieces out. I think it's time for bishop f4. Let's see. Knight here. They can just block, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to do that. No, I think we got to attack with bishop f4. They're not going to play here because I think I could take and play d6. Oh, they are going to play there. Whoa. Hold on. D6. Where's the bishop going? Bishop's going to f6. We might have a tactic here. Let me think. Definitely feels like I should just take it though, right? Otherwise, I don't see how we're getting any kind of compensation. Let's take it and push this. Now, if they take, of course, we pin, right? That's good. So they're going to move it here. And then what am I doing? What am I doing? Here? I think it's here. We could also just bring this rook somewhere. Let's see. The knight is kind of stuck. They're going to have knight h6. But then we actually just take. There's even this interesting idea of... Okay, I'm torn, guys. I'm torn. Knight c5, rook c8. What's going to happen? I just take this? I kind of think we should do this. I don't know why. I just think we need to get the rook down here. Yeah, let's do it. I think we need a rook here. Knight h6. I might take and play that position. Or just leave it. It's not really threatening anything. I could even play g4 against that, actually. g4, the knight has nowhere to go. I'm threatening a fork. Yeah, actually, that's good for me, g4. So how are they going to get untangled? Right? That's black's problem. They have to get these pieces out. And if they can't do it, we're essentially going to play the game a queen, a bishop, a rook against a queen, a knight, and a rook. And I have an extra rook, right? If they can't use these pieces. So, I don't know. I like my position now. I like it. Even though I think I may have played bishop d5 a little too early, I still think we have a great position here. So, of course, we want to pay attention to the long-range X-rays, right? When pieces are lined up, even if there's stuff in between, this can move so quickly. And so that's one thing. This is one thing. Like if my rook lands here, that's a checkmate idea. H6? Oh no, I don't think they have time to do that. I'm so sorry, but I'm not buying it. I think we go here. Although it does open up e7, maybe not. Maybe we don't go there. Because they can't take because of that, but they don't have to take. They'd play knight e7, and actually I don't know what I would do. Okay, never mind. Let's see. What else can we do? Yeah, I'm thinking it's rook c7. Thinking it's rook c7, guys. Knight c5 is interesting too, but what am I threatening exactly? Check. Nah. Rook c7. Gotta be the move. Let's go. Now, I don't know if I still have a threat, but I'm actually thinking here. Yeah, that's a real threat. That's actually a real threat. Queen e8. D7, followed by rook C8. Oh, they're going to let me do it? Really? Okay, first of all, what if we take? The queen can't take, so the knight would have to take. I don't see a way to take advantage of that. Okay, I think it's queen B3. Oh, maybe they're going to go rook H7. Ah, that might be the idea. Rook H7. So we could, let's see, guys. We could play queen F5 just to kind of keep everything under control here. Stops rook C8. It stops rook H7. They could go king G7. Let's say they play king G7. Hold on. So queen F5, king G7. What's the move? I think I'm going to go here. I think I'm just going to go here because then I'm threatening D7, rook C8, maybe. So if I go here, they go there. Could I even sack my rook? Might be a bit much. King G7 is what they want. Oh, you know, we could play knight G3 to stop king G7. Or we could wait till they play it and then go here. Ah, that's interesting, isn't it? Oh, that's actually a crazy good move. Yeah, let's do that. Although then, let's see. No. Yeah, the rook can't get out. That's good. Let's do that. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to wait. If they play king G7, I think we'll hit him with knight G3. Which is a huge deal. I think. But I'm also potentially... Okay, they do go for it. All right, so... Option 1, if I want to be really crazy. We sack, we go check. I don't think they can block because we just take it. So they're going to move here. That looks really bad. Let's see here. Maybe that's too much. So D7, the knight's going to come out. No, the knight can't come out. Ooh. If the knight can't move, this is game over. I think D7 is the winning move here. Let's think about this, guys. The other thing is knight G3, but what am I doing? If I get there, they would just move. No, I would have this, so it is a threat, but this one might just be better. The D7, any moves for black, any moves at all. Let's think. Knight E7, no, loses. This is the threat. I win a rook. Can't move the knight anywhere else. I don't see it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, guys. Here we go. I think we're going to win this game. I don't see how they stop this. The reason I'm going to win a rook is because after they move their queen somewhere, we just take a free rook. They can't take me because I get another queen. And they can't deal... They need this rook to help, but they can't because this is going to lose to queen F7. Queen F6. So black is just in a bind. I think we did it, unless I'm miscalculating something. I think we did it. Oh. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. They're going to go queen here, but we just take. They take. We come down. We get a queen. Oh, there's a bishop. Hold on. Also, I could play this move. So rook here, queen b6. Takes, rook c8. Let's say here. If I take, they take with the knight. Wow, somehow they're actually queen a8. Get a queen. Okay, I think that wins. The question, though, is knight d6 just better? Is knight d6 just better? I don't want to get too low and lose on time here. Okay, I think I should just take the forced win. If I see it, I think I should take it. Let's go. If we take, they take. Yeah, I think we just trade. We go here. Oh, there's actually another way to do this. We sack here. Hold on. If we sack here and the king takes, we takes, check, check. Ooh, and we get a queen. That's really good. Okay, is that, and if the rook takes, if the rook takes, no, we can't do that. Okay, I think I should do, yeah, I'm gonna need the time. Okay, I think this is good. We take here, we play queen a8, if I'm not mistaken. So our threat is to get a queen, right? And if they take the pawn, we're now going to get the rook. They take here, we get a queen. If they try to blockade, we just take it. So we're just overpowering this queening square. That's what we're doing. Is there any shenanigans with this, though? I guess I just take it. Then go back next. Yeah, I think we win. Here. Now, if they do this, I still have to play the rest of the game, but it looks like their king is in trouble too. Not only are we going to be up material, the rook for the knight, looks like their king is in trouble. Just don't get flagged, Nelson. I think this was a really good move. The question is, are they going to come up with some tricky thing here to try to stop me? But I just don't see it. What else can you do except take this, right? Pretty much have to. So let's say takes. Or what are they going to try to run away? I mean, G4 probably does the trick. There's not even really any threats to my king. They might try to come here and go for some checks, but they don't really have time, right? Because I'm coming over and probably mating this king. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, that's what they go for. Take this. They go back. I'm going to play G4, I think. Yeah. Cut off the king. Remember, don't let it escape, right, guys? And now this is mate, and I don't think they have any checks or any tricks. They're going to resign. They're going to resign right here. Let's go. Oh, no, they're going to play on. Okay. We'll just take this one. Take this one. Take this one. I have plenty of time now. Okay, there's no perpetual check. And I think just to make my life easy, I will do this. So this is a super easy endgame because I see this passed h-pawn is going to keep the king tied up. And so this is, I don't even have to think about this. I can just do whatever I want. If the king ever tries to do anything, we push the pawn and we win. So yeah, that was super easy. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. 2486. We are close, guys. I was losing. Yeah, so I did sack it too early. So let's take a look at that. I did sack it too early. Okay, so yeah, I needed to just go back. And if they would have played b4, now knight d5 is the move. Yeah, that's just winning immediately for me if they take it. Okay, so I did it too early. They played the best move. But, you know, the interesting thing is, even though I messed up, we still got a nice attack, right? We just kind of still followed the plan of attack. They played all the best moves in the opening. But I just stuck with it. I was persistent here. And then they blundered, right? They made this mistake. And they allowed the pawn to push. If they didn't play that, and they just go here, give me this pawn, it's different. But yeah, this was a big deal. So we pushed. Stockfish agrees, bring the rook over and bring the rook down. Stockfish agrees again, double up. And then d7, yeah. So this was like exactly what Stockfish wanted. Great. Rook c8. And here it says knight g3 is better. So sneaking around with the knight to these squares. Okay. But I think what I did was okay too, right? Yeah, we keep the advantage. Yeah, queen a8. Yep, this was a good line. Even though it wasn't maybe the absolute best, this was still very good. Cool. Smith-Morra is so much fun. Okay. So we're 2486, guys. Can't afford to lose. Gotta keep this momentum going. Let's do this. It's taking a while to get a game. Okay, here we go. Ooh, 2100. I don't even know if I should play this game. If it's a new account, I'm not going to do it. All right. It's 2 points, but we have to be careful because 2100s are capable of beating us, and so I need to make sure I'm on top of it. Now, this is good. We get to play an opening that I'm very familiar with. Hopefully, they haven't studied the refutation here. We're going to castle, get the rook lined up right away. They go back immediately. That's a little bit of an interesting move. Normally, they play e6. See, normally... Okay, yeah, this actually is interesting. I think I'm going to have to change up the plan here and go with knight e5. Because now knight g5 doesn't make sense. I have nothing to sacrifice there. So they kind of tricked me a little bit here. They did trick me a little bit. Okay, that being said, we can at least get the bishop pair. Now, it's going to open up the rook, which I don't love. But I think we can play h3 and not have to worry too much. We'll have the pin here. Move our queen somewhere. Bring the other rook over. Yeah, I think our position is okay. I think our position is okay. Now, I could wait. I don't have to take it immediately. I could wait, actually. I wonder if that's better. Play like bishop g5. Just so I don't have to deal with the rook right away. Does that make sense? Because if they ever play h6, then it becomes a really nice capture. Yeah, let's do that. Let's wait just a move or two. Let's go bishop g5. I'm a little bit out of my preparation now. They sort of surprised me with that move, but I don't want to overthink it. They're going to play bishop e7. Yep. I'm just going to... Maybe now I'll take and play queen d3. Maybe now's a good time. Let's go queen d3. I want this rook to be able to come over. Also, if for some crazy reason they do decide to castle, okay, now we have access to the h-file. Let's keep an eye on this, guys. Let's keep a close eye on this. Let's go rook here and over. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get the rooks going. Let's get the rooks going. Here we go. Bring the other guy over. The rook lift to the H file looks really good. Oh, wow. There's actually a crazy... Rook H, queen takes G6, takes bishop, takes check. It's almost mate. Unfortunately, rook F7 I wouldn't have a good response to. But if we sack the bishop first, then the queen can come in. Still doesn't quite do the trick. But... hold on, we could even go here, sack the rook. That might do it. Or just go to the F file. Ooh, this is a interesting decision. Let's go here. When in doubt, it's nice to keep them together, keep them protecting each other, get the battery. Yeah, I think the biggest entry point into black's position is this H file. I'm really thinking through what this is going to look like. Rook here, queen here, and here is one way to do it. I mean, I could have gone for that immediately, but I want this to be in position first. I don't know. That was the right decision, but let's see. Rook H3, queen G3, queen H4. How do they stop that? Knight H5, we have G4. Also, if the queen's on H4, it's pinning this. They're going to probably do this, though. Also, guys, you notice how they have so many pieces guarding the dark squares? Look at this. All of these pieces are guarding the dark squares. That makes me think I should probably look at the light squares because it's only one pawn holding everything together, right? So a sacrifice here or somehow taking advantage of that might make sense. C5, okay. Option 1, we ignore it. We play here, we let him take, we play here, we let him take, we play queen H4. Option 2, we let him take, but then we move the knight. Option 3, we push. Because if they take me, what happens? I think I like option 2. Let them take one time and then leave the pawn in their way. Let's do it. Let's go here. And the question is going to be, do I save my knight? And if so, where? Here? I like that. If we get to F4, remember what I just said about attacking these light squares? The knight on F4 would actually be perfect. We could take, we could take, we could take. Like, we have so many ways we could sack this. I think that's what I'm going to do. We have to be careful with the knight coming in, though. The knight coming to E5. Hold on. Okay, maybe I should go for this then. I forgot about 95. Okay, so here, 95. Here takes queen H4. Actually, that's not bad. Knight H5, we take this. We're going to win material. We lost a piece, but we got a piece, and we're getting the exchange. That's not bad, actually. And if they try to do... 94, though. No, 94. Okay, I think I should just do it right away. Okay, let's go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. So basically what's happening is this threat is really powerful because not only am I threatening a checkmate that you can't stop unless you play knight h5, I'm also creating this battery which is going to set up getting a piece and getting an exchange. So if I, for example, trade my knight for a bishop and a rook, you know, that's actually going to be good for me. So that's kind of what's going on. Hopefully there's not a surprise move that I'm missing here, but it looks like this is going to do the trick for us. So if they take, we play queen h4. They have to block, only move, and then I think we take here. And I'm happy with that position, I think. If they try to move, oh, they move it right now. Interesting. So now we can't actually do that. They would just take us. So we have two options. Option one, get a bishop, they get a queen, we get a queen, they get a rook. No, I don't think we can do that. I think we have to go for option two, which is sack this rook. I didn't want to do that, actually. I didn't think about this. I messed that up. Okay. It's not ideal. It's not ideal, guys. Okay, well, we gotta keep trying to attack. So it's just a rook. It's not the end of the world. We still have a decent attack, not as good as it was before. But let's see. We still have a lot of pressure on the light squares, so maybe there's some tactics here. Knight f6. So if I take, check. What's happening there? If you go in the corner, queen comes in. Okay, so takes, check. If they do this, queen here, they defend. I take, they just take. I'm down a rook. I can't do that. It's not looking like this works. If we take here first, they just move the queen and defend everything. Sacking, of course, the queen is just going to take, so that's no good. Wow. I don't know what to do here, guys. I do not know what to do. If we put the queen here, sacked, and tried this one, if the bishop was in position, would that even work? Queen h6. Would we have a move against queen h6? No, we would not. So what do I do? What do I do here? We have to keep the game going somehow. Yay. Okay. Okay. My best chance. What's the best chance here, folks? I don't think it works. And if I sack any more pieces and it doesn't work, I'm not going to have anything left. So I'm going to go here and try to just hope they make a mistake here. have a couple of ideas, but I'm not sure if they're going to work. And I can't get a read on this person if they're like slow or not, because they've moved mostly really quick, but then they spent like a long time on a couple of moves. So I'm not sure what I can expect in an end game, right? Sometimes you can kind of get an idea if somebody's like playing slowly, consistently, that they might struggle in the end game in time pressure. Other people just play quickly the whole game. You can expect maybe they're going to make a blunder. This person, I can't get a read on, right? They were playing real fast and they've slowed way down. So I don't know. Mm, okay, I think this might be my best chance to generate some kind of an attack here. Don't have time to calculate everything to see if it works, but I think it's worth trying it. Knight g4, I take. Takes, check. If I trade and the queen takes... Can I get away from that attack, actually? You go knight d5 instead. Okay, let's go for it. Queen g7. Whoa, what? Knight f4? Not expecting that at all. Wow, that's actually a good move. Wow, I have to go here because they're going to checkmate me. Yeah. Got nothing. We've got nothing, guys. I'm going to take this pawn and I'm dead. I am so dead. There goes 14 points. Just like that. Wait, 1400 bullet rated player? No, I don't believe that. Okay, we might have been cooked. We might have been rice cooked here. Let's check the moves. Let's check the moves. I don't know. That's just very, very good play. If they actually are 1400 at bullet, that's a big clue. I mean, the opening, okay, whatever. Anybody could learn this opening. That's fine. So yeah, c5 is the best move. It's the best move. Knight h5 is the best move. Yep, knight f6. g6 is the best move. I thought that was a weird move. g6. Knight d5 is the best move, even though knight g4 looks more natural. Yeah, I think this was like every move was stockfish. Every single move. Even knight f4 here at the end. Okay, I'm gonna report. I don't know. That seems too good for a 1400 rated bullet player. But what do I know? Okay. Now we have to wait because I won't get the point. You know what? Hey, this actually might work in our favor. Suppose we like win a few games now. We might be like 2480 or 90 something. And then if we get 14 points refunded, like tomorrow, let's just say, boom, 2500. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing. I just got to get it out of my mind. I can't feel bad that I lost. Every move was stockfish. So like it's not my fault. I mean, they played an opening that I'm like super familiar. I have a really high win rate, and then we got obliterated. We got absolutely obliterated. Okay, I'm gonna do some bishop b4. I haven't played this in a while. Take it. We're playing another 2100. No, why do I keep doing this? Man, I only get 2 points if I win. I need to change my settings. I really need to change the settings. Okay. This system, you trade off your bishop, and then you put all your pawns on the dark squares. And look at this. We've already kind of really messed up their pawn structure. So we're going to just develop. We're going to castle. We're going to put our bishop here. Whoa! See what I'm saying, guys? This 2100 just blundered a piece and resigned on move 7. And then we got the other guy who's 1400 at bullet who plays all game like stockfish. So, I mean, okay. Anyway, I don't even think we need to analyze that. I don't know what they were thinking. Sometimes the queen can come over here and you get a good position. Maybe that's what they were thinking. And then they realized that they played the English and not e4. I don't know. I don't know. You play a lot of bullet players with ratings of 12 to 1500 and rapid or above 2000. So you play a lot of cheaters? Is that what you're saying? I get it. I get it. All right. Okay. I guess that's fine. Here we go. Okay, another one. Let's play this. Let's go with the Van Henne Gambit again. E6. Okay, this is fine. We're going to castle. And what I like to do is go queen e1, get ready to come over to h4. Now, the interesting thing about the queen on e1 is you also can attack him this way. Knight to d5. Okay. Okay. Why did he go knight to d5? What's the point? I mean, I'm going to jump in here now, right? Yeah, we're going to jump in here. We're going to force the issue here. He wants to go bishop f6. That's the idea. Okay. I wanted to play queen h5, but my queen is not on d1. My brain was like, queen h5 looks good. Okay. Too bad. How about this one? So what we're trying to do is get him to take here. And then we take with the pawn, and we have this really nice square for the knight on d6, okay? But if they don't take, now we can get rid of... Ooh, they blundered. They blundered. Check. Oh. They messed up big time. Let's see. I could take either way. Does it even matter? Let's see. Probably this one's better to keep this blocked off, but this also is good. But yeah, let's do this one. Look at that. We got it. Okay. This is a little annoying, though, actually. I need to maybe think through this. So if we take the rook, and they take here with check, and we move, they're going to get that. They're going to get that. So maybe I don't even take the rook. I don't even actually think we needed the rook. Our position is fine without the rook. I think we just stop this and we win. Now, there's two attackers. We have two defenders, even though this is pinned. Yeah, I think the move is going to be c3. It's got to be c3. Because the rook is not doing anything. If you save your rook, you go here. That's an awful move for black. So I'm going to play c3. They take, I take, yeah. If they take here, we take here. Yeah, this is great. This is great. The reason their position is so bad is not because we're going to get a rook. It's because we've opened up the king and we're eliminating the defensive pieces, right? Fine. This is pinned. Yeah, this is great. Okay. So let's take stock of the situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's even material. But our king is ultra safe. His king is not safe. We have amazing pin here. We have a beautiful knight. This is good. We need to get this guy into the game and the rook and the queen in a better position, I think. So queen g3 gets the queen in a better position. The bishop, unfortunately... no, we could go here with the bishop. This is pinned. The bishop g5, try to take this and attack. Yeah, that's the move, isn't it? If he tries to move here, what am I doing? Taking, coming over with the queen. Love it. I love it. Let's go. I love it. King g8, takes, check. Now you have to go back in line. Then I probably bring the other rook over. Queen h4 also. It's over. Bishop d7. First of all, do we just trade? Nah, let's see. Queen e5. What's he going to play? That might be winning. So that's definitely an option, the trade everything route. The other route would be to just keep attacking this piece. So like, for example, queen h4. In any case, we're going to need the knight gone. So let's trade the knight, because we're going to either keep attacking here with queen h4, or we're going to trade here and then take. So let me think about this. I don't know. Something tells me they might be able to survive. So I think we should just keep attacking with queen h4. Yeah. Now this is the way, because it clears the way for the rook. They can't stop us now from taking this. As far as I can tell, we have 3 attackers, only 2 defenders. You can't add another one. He's on the wrong color. He's not in position, so they go there. Okay, so now it's a question of which piece do we take, right? Which one first? Bishop takes rook. Here, you're probably mated somehow. We could even attack it again. That's not out of the question, but I don't think we need to. I think, let's see, the rook, this comes in. Yeah, I'm going to do the rook, guys. I'm going to do the rook. Because I value this bishop more, because I have another rook ready to go. And I want the bishop to control the dark squares. So we're going to do that. I think we take, here there's f5. No, f5 we take the queen. So we could play rook f1. Nah, but this is just going to win. This is going to be checkmate. Look at this. There's checkmate with queen h6. He's got to give up his queen. It's over. Yeah, it's just over. Okay, so this is... He stops the checkmate. Okay, you stop the checkmate temporarily. So rook f1 or take the rook. Rook f1 or take the rook. So rook f1 threatens what? Let's say he moves there. Yeah, maybe I should just take the rook. Why not? It's a rook. Then I'm up a piece. We still keep attacking. We keep attacking. We're up a piece. His king is in trouble. Our king is safe. Yeah, easy. Easy, easy, easy. All right, so check. King moves. Check. Let's get the other piece into the game. Let's get the other piece into the game. Probably going to trade and plant my bishop there. Since I'm ahead material, trading is good. So I think I'm going to do that next. Yep. Let's do it. Plant the bishop here. We have this. They're going to resign. I think they're going to resign right now. There we go. Okay. So we're back up to 2480. I guess no points refunded yet. Okay, let's check the brilliant. That's 151 brilliant for the year. Yeah, it was rook takes f6. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. A lot of people watching this are like, why would you, give up a rook when you can do the same thing with the bishop? Here's how you want to think of it. If you're just thinking in terms of which is the better trade point value, of course, you take with the bishop first because that's only worth 3 points. This is worth 5 points. If you change your thought process to, well, what's going to be better for hunting the king, then you put the point values aside for a second and you don't even think about it. It doesn't matter if it's 5 or 3 or whatever. You just think, well, which piece is going to be better to attack the king in this moment, the bishop or the rook? And actually, the bishop is going to be better because look at this amazing fork. So that's one way. Also, at the end of this amazing fork, and I had mate apparently, but if I do decide to just take this, I'm getting my material back. So even if you do think of it from a material standpoint, this is fine too. And it's actually better, right? Now, the other way could have been okay if you noticed that this somehow led to a checkmate. But after king e7, I was like, I mean, yes, I can move my rook somewhere, but I don't want to take this because then they take me. Here they take, well, here they don't take me, they run, but I didn't see exactly what I was going to do. The queen is defended. So yeah, this is still pretty good for me, but I'm like, I don't exactly know how I'm going to win. As opposed to when it would happen in the game, this is just very obvious and easy for me to play, right? And for everybody asking, queen h6 is not mate because this is covered. Now, apparently it's still checkmate because all I have to do is go here and here and here. And black has no way to stop it. But anyway, so that's the move. They blundered when they let my knight in. Yeah, actually, I'm already winning here. Wow. But this was a really big mistake. Allowing me to come in and make the king move and then get this was just awful. Yeah, c3 is a good move. So here's the thing. If I would have played knight takes h8, I think my advantage would be completely gone. Let's see. Yeah, totally and completely gone. Because not only do they get this annoying check, they can take this knight in the middle. This knight is trapped, which means I'm probably going to end up losing that knight. So it's kind of like losing 2 knights for 1 rook, which is not a bad trade for black. And look at their pieces now kind of just taking over the middle of the board, right? Sometimes when you're playing chess, you have one of these pawns that's just like holding everything together, right? And it's just really important to like make sure that that stays there. And it's more important than even taking a rook, right, in this case, right? So, okay, we're back to 2480. I do expect we will get 14 points back. I strongly expect that at some point. It might take a few days, but so that would put us at 2494, maybe. Now that being said, I have played against people that I suspected were cooking rice, and I never did get the points refunded, so that's a possibility. But hopefully, chess.com comes through for us. All right, let's go. Here we go, guys. 2480. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, we got white again. That's good. Oh, wait. No, I want to do abort. Man, I want to do 2,000. Aussie. I need to... I get 1 point. 1 point? It's like, would you rather beat a 2,000 rated player 20 times in a row to go from 2480 to 2,500? Or would you rather beat, you know, like 2,500s? I'd rather beat 2,500s or 3, maybe 3. 2,000s are no joke. I mean, they know how to play. Okay, anyway, it is what it is. Here we are. We are going to castle. We are going to hope that they castle. I would like to see them castling here. Okay. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. That's fine. Still going to look for ways to attack this. Let's see. We could play knight b5 and get rid of the bishop. Get the bishop pair. We could go for the pin first. h6. Then they get to attack me, which I don't love. But... yeah, I don't love that. I don't want to let them attack me. I think I'm going to go here. So I'm going to try to get this bishop. Since they're going to let me do it, it looks like. Bishop, remember, bishop pair is good. Bishop pair is valuable. So that's why we go to the effort to do this. Especially on an open board, right? Where the pawns aren't blocked off in the center. A lot of times it makes sense to get the bishop pair. So that's the plan. All right, I think we're going to do a bathroom gambit. I'll be right back, guys. All right, a6. Okay, so of course, we're going to take the bishop, get rid of that thing. And I think I might play c3 to defend my bishop from the same kind of idea by black. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Are they going to castle this way or not? Now, the thing is, if they castle this way, we also can attack them very, very easily now because the pawn's on e6. We can go b4, b5. There's the fork. Open up the b file and get to the king. But I like to have options. This way, okay, h6. Yeah, this person is not wanting to castle, it looks like. I'd love to have a rook here since they're not going to castle. If they're not going to castle, let's clear the way. Also, it's kind of annoying if they try to develop. We might take that. Now, probably not, because I don't like the look of rook b8, you know, coming down here. But it gives them something to think about, and more importantly, clears the way for my rook to come here. And now they do castle. Okay, let's bring the rook over. And we might just transition back to over here somehow. I want to attack the king. Maybe just come back here. The thing is, you can do that as long as your position is solid. Ooh, doesn't work because it's defended by the knight. Too bad. Too bad. Okay, let's go back. I don't want to give him my bishop. We could go here and here to generate some pressure. What I was going to say is that when the center is relatively controlled, there's not a lot of weaknesses or threats, you can take time to kind of maneuver and go for some of these slower plans of like here and here, or like here and here and sacrifice. It takes me a couple moves, but black's not really threatening anything immediately, so that's fine. Now, if they start like pushing and creating this tension, that's generally when you have to change your plan, and you can't go with those slow plans. You have to react. So let's see how black's gonna... I'm pretty sure they're gonna play bishop d7. If not now, soon. No, f5. Whoa. Whoa. It's too bad we can't take because this knight. Bishop c4. Let's see. So bishop c4. What are they going to play? Knight a5. Knight a5 is a good one. c4 and d5. Let's see. c4, knight a5. Now I can just move, so that's okay. So c4, they move. Let's say here d5. They can't play e5 because of that. They can play knight a5 though. I don't like the knight a5 thing. I think I need my queen to be moved. So I'm going to say maybe just move it back here. I don't know. This might be a really bad move because the reason I say that is it's on a diagonal lined up with their king, creating some potential threats. So like moving it back. Yeah, I don't know. This could be a bad move, but my idea is I don't want to get hit with, oh, there is no knight a5. Nelson. Oh. I forgot if I play c4, the bishop controls it. There's no knight a5. Yeah, this was a very, very dumb move on my part. I don't think I should have done that. Okay. Anyway, it's not a blunder. It's not like a, oh, I blundered something. It's just like a positional, why did you do that, Nelson? You know, one of those things. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, queen goes to f6. What's happening now? There's pressure here. They're doing this. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and play a kind of proactive move, get away from the diagonal, kind of just waiting. I don't exactly see weaknesses that we can take advantage of. So we might have to just be a little patient here, catch up on time, and, wait for a better opportunity. I might play a3, and the reason I might play a3 is I want to play c4, and I don't want the knight to have the ability to jump in here. That being said, we could always go back and then play a3. So maybe I will play c4, actually. Yeah, maybe I will. Do that. Temporarily put the bishop back. a3, chase it away, then bishop c3. Either way, I think either of these moves would be fine. In fact, they could play b5 and stop me, so maybe we should just go ahead and get it up there. No, they're kind of creating some threat. So my initial reaction is, let's go here and pin this, right? Bishop e6, queen b3. There's the knight a5 thing. There's the knight a5. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take this. Just to open up this. Don't think we can take advantage of it just yet. Actually, maybe we can. Hold on. Bishop c4. What if we... Can we do that? I don't know if that's worth it. I might not even want that file open. What are they thinking about? Is there another move besides taking here? Are they thinking about taking with that knight? That doesn't seem very good. I can't... I'm surprised that they're considering this. Because why would you want that when you... Yeah, that's clearly the best option. Okay. I think I want to do this to get away from the fork. But then there's bishop e6. Bishop g5 is interesting. They take me. Then we take rook d8, check. Yeah, maybe I do just take that. If I'm going to take it, I may as well take it, right? Okay, let's go here. Bishop e6, only move. They have any crazy moves against this? Knight c3. I would play queen b3, except there's knight a5, right? Knight a5 is a good move. So, at least I think it's a good move. Now, I'm tempted to play this. If they take me, worst case, we trade. And we take, they take. Yeah, that's a weird position, but it's probably okay. Rook d8. They take rook d8. Wait, it's a check, though. It's a check, so we can always get away with that. Okay, let's go. We are getting a little bit lower in time, so I've got to pay attention, but I don't want to blunder. I would expect them to pause here for a bit, maybe use up some time kind of calculating what's going on. But at the most basic level, I'm giving up a piece so that I can get a piece, and I'm getting a pawn in the process. They can do the same thing, snag a random pawn if they want. Okay, so they do take. Let's go ahead. We'll recapture. And this would be a move I would be potentially concerned about, except that it's a check. I know I can bail out if I have to with the check. Also, maybe just defend or something. So it's not a huge deal. Yeah, rook d8. I think I will trade and play queen b3. I'd play that endgame. This person seems actually pretty good, but kind of slow. I like playing against those types of players in endgames. So let's go ahead. Okay. So we're threatening that. They stopped it. Okay. I think we should control the second rank or maybe get the file. Either way. Let me think. Let's control the second rank. I don't want this rook coming here. Okay, we'll do this. I want to fix my back rank. So how do we fix the back rank? There. Give my king a place to go. Also defend my knight. I can play g3 to defend that pawn if I need to. Okay, let's go ahead and get the king. Ah, see, there you go. This is what I was kind of expecting and waiting for. Some kind of a mistake like this. Some kind of a mistake like this. Which way do we do it? If they take, we're going to take the rook. If they try to pin me, I'm just going to go knight g3. They have rook d2, but I have knight f4. They're going to defend. I can try to bring my rook. It's getting interesting. It's getting really interesting, actually. b3 is one option. Let's go b3. I want to try to put the pressure on the clock. Knight here, rook here. This is defended, right? Ooh, that's a good move. That's actually a good move. That's a good square for the knight. Let's see. We're up a pawn, so I can't do that. I get mated. That's a very good move. Let's think. That's a very good move. Do I have to play g3 here? I need to get control of this, so I wanted to do it that way. Okay, I'm trying to go here. This is a total mess. Let's come in. Okay. Wow, what is happening? I guess we got to push the pass pawn, right? I guess that's what we got to do. Trying to keep the king cut off and get this knight out of my way. Also avoid getting forked if possible. Maybe create some threats while I'm at it. Okay, we're going to push this pawn, hopefully win that way. For 1 point. For 1 point. Someone said I need to change my settings. You're absolutely right. I think I should. I think we're to that point. We've got to do it. Okay, we got one brilliant move. It was the bishop takes h6 sacrifice. Okay. They played the opening pretty well, though. I was impressed. I felt like they did a good job of... I mean, I just didn't have much happening here. Even the endgame wasn't awful. Yeah, when the knight got to g4, I was actually worried here. Their mistake, I think, when they had me cut off, they should never have allowed my king to come into the game. You never, like, notice how I just left this here for, like, as long as I possibly could. Because if that king gets, you know, here, or here, or here, I'm going to lose. And the same thing for them. They let me get my king at some point. Yeah, here. They let me get my king at, like, up until that point, I don't have much of an advantage. Even with this pawn, I don't have much of an advantage. In fact, that's not even a good move. Oh, did they have a perpetual check? No. Check? What's the perpetual check? Oh. That's a fork to win the piece. And if I go here, they can just check me forever. Look at this, guy. This is actually incredible. Because if I go here, it's the same exact position. That's never going to help me. I can never go here because of this fork, or I lose my piece. And if I go the other way, they check me again. And if I go back, it's the same thing. And if I go here, look at this amazing checkmate. The knight and the rook can checkmate a king in the corner like this, right? So they had a forced draw if they would have played knight f3. Now, I could have tried to go here, let him fork me, and then try to push my pawn. And apparently this is still a draw, according to Stockfish. Here, here, check. My king comes over. I could have tried to play this, but I would have been lucky to get a draw, I think, in this position. So, Buttoneer, hey, thanks a lot. Mr. Nelson, hey, thank you. What can you get for $5 these days? A good question. Good question. Oh man. All right, guys. Let's see if we can't change the settings. Hold on. Let me go over here off to the side and check my settings for one moment. No points refunded yet, by the way. Nothing yet. Okay, all settings, gameplay. No, I don't think it's under there. It's under here, isn't it? Let's see. Custom challenge. Okay, so any rating above. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I have it. All right. I think we're good. I'm just changing this. So rating range below -25. Now I might have to, I'll leave it like -100. We can play -100. Might have to wait longer for a game, but we shouldn't be paired against 2000s anymore. So let's try this and see what happens. All right, here we go. Start game. Let's see what happens, guys. Wait, did I update the brilliant move counter? Can someone confirm? Did I do it? I think I did it, right? Or did I not do it that last one? For $5, you get a $3 donation to your favorite streamer. Well said. I did update it. Thank you, guys. Awesome. Okay. I did. Thank you. All right. Yeah, we're having to wait a lot longer now, but that's okay. All right, here we go. Rising AA. They've been around. Let's go. Maybe we can get a Stafford Gambit. That's not a Stafford Gambit move. That is not a Stafford Gambit move. Unfortunately. Let's play d5. Just get the pawns out there, right? Get the pawns out there. Get the pieces developed quickly. That's what you have to do. I think I might pin this. Pin it to win it. See, now we're talking. If we win now, we get 8 points. And if we lose, okay, we lose 8, but it's not like before where you lose like 14 or whatever. Bishop e2. Okay, so he still wants to take me. I do not want, so I'm thinking of pushing. I'm also thinking of just leaving it. Trading, I don't think is the move. Bishop d6 and c6. Okay, that's reasonable too. Let's do that. I just want to get castled. I just want to get castled as quickly as I can. We'll play c6 next. I'm not worried about losing a pawn. I just want to get the pieces out, the files open, the king to safety. You know, I thought about this move for a brief moment in time, and I said to myself, he's not going to play that. Thinking takes castles, rook e8, but I guess there is going to be d4. So takes castles, d4. Takes. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're threatening to take. They're going to play either d4 now or castle first and then d4. So the question is, rook e8, d4. Do we have a way to take advantage of that? Knight d7. So here's the point. They want to play like f4. We want to make sure we win a piece in this situation with f6. The only way we don't win a piece is if they now move their queen before we attack it. And then we at least win our pawn back and we get nice active pieces. And we probably win this pawn back too and we get an equal position, which is great. So that's what I'm going for. So I'm expecting the queen moves somewhere. There's a lot of options actually. And then I'm going to be probably taking... Yeah, queen b5 might actually be the most annoying one. But I don't know. Then we have some threats over here. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to give it up. I have 97. I have at least 97. Maybe... Yeah, 97 is fine. So we're not going to get our pawn back, but we're going for the active pieces instead. Active pieces instead. Yeah, it's interesting, right? We are black, but we have all our pieces out and a rook on an open file. White is still trying to develop, and it's because they spent the time moving their queen around. Check, takes, check. King goes back, knight comes here. The queen has to move somewhere. Knight goes to g4. Bishop f4. Unfortunately, let's see. Yeah, bishop f4. That's too bad, isn't it? We can just play knight f6, set up the Greek gift. That's... Ooh. Oh, but again, there's bishop f4. Somehow there's always bishop f4. And if we go immediately with the queen, I'm afraid of the move... Actually, both of these moves look fine. Rook b8 is not as crazy as it looks because I'm actually have a sneaky threat of rook b6 and swing it over here. This is super interesting. Queen f6. No, the knight's hanging. Knight b6. May as well play knight f6. I'm going to do that. And guys, I don't think it works. I don't think I can get away with taking that. I might play rook b8 though, because it's kind of annoying for him to develop his bishop. Yeah, let's play rook b8. And it, like I said, it has the dual purpose of we could go here, but we're also just kind of like making it hard for white to finish the development. So let's do that. Ooh, I love it. I love it when I see knights like that. Let me just tell you. We almost have a tactic already with this idea. Not quite. So we could play rook b4. And we are setting up some shenanigans here. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I like rook b4, I think. In fact, maybe even rook h4, right? Rook g4, I don't know. Somehow. He's looking bare. His king looks really bare. Yeah, this guy is not really worried. Maybe he should be. Maybe you should be. Let's see. So, okay, rook here, h3, takes, queen here. Rook g4, because then what? I'm going to go here, and if you do that, I'm just sacking everything. Rook g4 is interesting. I like it. Trying not to use up all my time, because I want to save the time for when I really feel like the combination is there. You know what I'm saying, guys? When I really feel like it's there. This guy's playing so fast. I feel like he's going to walk into something if he's not careful. Queen h4. Takes. Oh, we can't do that. We lose. Okay. Check. Rook g6. Knight b8. Oh, is knight b8 a move? Wait a second. Knight b8. The point is the queen has to guard the knight, so you have to go to here. Oh, no, you could sack your queen, but that's risky. So hold on. Knight b8, queen b5, a6. The queen has to guard the knight. So you're going to go here or here. Queen h4 then becomes an option. The knight is essentially, no, it's not trapped. It can go here. But then we can take this. Queen is either here or here. That's fine. Actually, I like that one. And if you decide to go for the two rooks, you know you lose a knight. Ooh. Let's go. Let's go. You guys see that, right? What we're doing here is we're setting up the move queen h4, which I couldn't do when my knight was on d7. So I'm just trying to work into this move very carefully. So here, a6. Queen's going to move to b3, I imagine. Then we go here. The reason they can't take me is because checkmate, but I'm also threatening to take here with a pin. It gets very dangerous for the king. And at the same time, I'm hitting the knight. Now, the knight could move here. But then I take. There's a checkmate threat. They can't stop it. The queen's on b3. Can't get over here. So they might have to go for this. But then, no, you can't. You lose a piece. So what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Once queen moves, isn't it checkmate? What are you guys talking about? This? No, I'm not going to... No. We don't move our queen until we chase this away. We chase this away first. Obviously, we don't let them take here. So here we go a6. Then when they move, that's when we go for this one. Okay? And the taking the two rooks is not good because actually at the end I get a knight. So you're not getting a queen for two rooks, you're getting a queen and a knight for two rooks, which is a great trade for me. So they're going to go here, I'm pretty sure. And they're going to go here, I'm pretty sure. And then I think they're going to try to find a way to survive from that position, which would be... Knight c5 takes g3. No, that's lose. I don't know what they're gonna do actually. I don't know what they're gonna do. We might have just got him. I wonder if this is gonna be brilliant. This might be a brilliant move. Let's go a6. Yep. Queen h4. Anyone? Anyone? Queen h4. So this is the immediate threat. We win a knight. Secondary threat is to take this pawn because it's pinned. And important detail, they cannot take me because of checkmate. So this little thing here was maybe the most brilliant idea I've ever had in my life. Oh, c4. See, I knew they were going to come up with something clever. See that? I knew it. Uh-huh. Let's leave it to the 2400s. Just when you think you have them. Okay, knight c3 though, still something feels bad for white. What is it? What is it, guys? Do we... Whoa, whoa, what is this? What is this? What do I do now, guys? What do I do now? Sack my queen for 2 pieces? Don't like that. Sack a rook for a bishop? Don't like that. How did they even come up with this? Go here, rook e1. Don't like that. Queen here, rook d1. Don't like that. We could get a knight and a rook for the queen. Here, here, here. Here. Okay, maybe that's what we have to do. Because I have to keep my queen guarding my rook. That's why they could get away with this. That's a killer move, actually. Here, here is what I'm thinking. Rook d1. Queen c6. Takes, takes. You go back. Takes, takes, takes. I'm down a piece. I have a check. I have a check. Ah. Check doesn't do anything, right? Rook d4. They take me. I take them. That's no good. Check. Take. That's no good. I might just be losing. That's incredible. How do they find this, guys? I'm losing. I don't see what to do. They're going to sack the rook and I'm going to lose. I can't do anything about it. Even if I take here, they have this one. Ah, so annoying. I think I'm just lost. I think I'm just lost. They found this amazing line. Down a piece. Yeah, I just didn't see anything else to do. Man, that's incredible. That is incredible. Whoa. Oh, that's checkmate. Oops. Oops. And so we were winning for one moment. Just one moment. Okay, so rook e8, d4, knight here. Yeah, I thought that was not a great move. Rook b4 was good. We were winning. Knight b8 was winning. Oh, knight b8 right here. I saw it too late. I saw the idea one move too late. If I would have noticed it here, they have no way to defend their knight. Oh, we just get a free piece. Oh, guys. That's one move too late. Ah. That didn't even cross my mind until later. Did not even cross my mind. Dude. That was the one opportunity we had to beat this person, and I blew it. Now, I thought I came up with something here, but they found the only move for them. Only move, c4. And then bishop g5, I didn't see at all. If I would have not taken the pawn and just brought my knight into the game, it's still equal, and I can fight on. But taking the pawn was just losing after this. Yep, I'm lost. All these tactics just work out for white. I wasn't happy with the opening, though. I didn't like the opening. Uh-oh. Tube Studios crashing on me. I hope we're still live. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Can you guys tell me if you can still hear me? We're still live? Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. Sorry about that. Everything crashed on my side. Cool. Cool. All right. You know what? We got to try again. It happens. We got to try again. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, we got white. Let's just make sure it's not a new account. Okay, it's been around for a couple years. Let's go with this one. Are they going to accept it? Nice. Nice. We'll just go with the typical plan here. They played this one. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to go bishop g5. They're going to go like f6. And then we go back. I'm pretty sure this is the way. No, this? No. I don't think this is good for them. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why I don't think that's good for them. Because if I take here and play knight b5, I'm getting into this d6 square. I'm getting in. Well, even if they castle, I'm still getting in here. And this is a big deal. That's why I don't think this is good for them. Now, we still have to win the game, but this is a good start. Because this is so annoying, right? I mean, how are you going to develop your pieces here? How are you going to develop your pieces? We don't want to trade too much. We want to keep them jammed up. Probably just drop back. If I go here, the thing is I can't take because my knight is hanging. So we do have to watch out for that. If I trade and then drop back, we would have like f4 ideas. I like it. The question is, where does the bishop need to be? Here or here? My instinct is to keep it here. Yeah. Okay. So f4 is an idea. If we get f4, e5 in, we're sitting pretty. Rook c1 to c7 also looks really good. Even just something simple like queen d2, rook, you know, one of the rooks to d1 to keep the knight supported looks good. This is a big deal. Okay, f6. You're going to let me do this? Oh, they want knight f7. That's why they did that. They want knight f7. Hold on. Let's think about this. So f4, knight f7 takes, let's say rook takes f5, d5 takes d6. Good for me. We have other ways to do it too. Like we could... I don't feel right about e5. I'm pretty sure we need to take and play f5. As long as... Yeah, as long as they can't play d5 there, I think we're good. So let's just check one more time. Let's say they take with a queen and play d5. We take... If they take here d6, there is bishop e6, but we're going to have this really annoying pawn. I think it's good for us. Let's go. Let's go. We'll play f5 here. I don't think they can do it, guys. Maybe I should have played queen d6 in hindsight. No. Too late. Yeah, maybe I should have played queen d6. Okay. Well, what needs to happen here, guys? Let's think about this carefully. Think about this really carefully. We could play rook c1. I definitely want my rook to be on the c file, but do I have time for that? It does stop queen c5 check. If they try d5, we just take it. We just take it. We've got this really powerful threat. So rook c1 definitely looks good. Queen h5 is also a thing because I want to get my rook up and over and do this deal. But I think it's more important to get these pieces. So let's go here for right now. Because this is a pretty nice square for a rook to land. So they're trying to get away. So rook c7. Then we're threatening to take. If they take me, I take them. Also queen h5 followed by rook f3. We're setting up some... No, let's go here first. Let's go here first. And then I think I'm going to do this. We're going to hit him from all angles, right? Hit him from here, hit him from here, hit him from here. If they ever attack this with queen d8, I think I would just defend. Oh, queen b4. What is this? There's a check. There's a check. Ah, that's the threat. That's the threat, right? The question is, how do we deal with it? Rook c3. Rook c4 to save my pawn. Maybe that's better. And then if they trade, we could even use the rook to come over here. Yeah, we just can't get forked. Let's go rook c4. Check, I'm going king h1. Okay, great. Even though it looks like they might be untangling the bishop, I'm almost in position to transition over here and attack this way. I think we're getting really close to that. Because now we have a rook that can swing over to support the queen if this trade ever happens. Which means they probably don't want to trade that. Also don't want to play d5 because the same thing. The rook can swing over with the queen. And you pair that with the bishop, they're done, right? So what does that mean? What are they going to play? They have to get the bishop out. You have to. You can't leave this any longer. They probably have to just try this and hope they can survive the attack or something. I don't know. Definitely going to take it. I think, right? Yeah, definitely going to take that. Rook d8. Okay. Definitely feel like queen h5 should be a move. Rook here would threaten to take this and also kind of discourage d5, I guess. So queen h5, d5 we take. They take. We come over. h6, queen g6. Queen c7, let's just say. We're trying to hold on in that situation. I mean, definitely rook d4 looks solid. They might even just play d6 though. I think I should do queen h5. I don't know. I just feel like this is the move. Let's go. So the point is we want to bring our rook here at some point. Maybe even this rook if we have to. Okay, d5. So I'm going to take it. So they're going to play h6 definitely. I could play rook e1 here to threaten checkmate. No, they just take, actually. No. We're not going to do that. So h6. Okay. Queen f7? Ooh, queen f7, guys. Hold everything. Queen f7 looks really nasty. Rook e1 has a threat, but I think it's easy to deal with. I say easy. Maybe it's not that easy. I could play rook e7 then. Okay, so rook e1 looks good. Also queen f7. These are my moves. Which one is it? Thing is, if they get the, let's say they play queen c7, check, takes, the king goes here. Do I have a move? Do I have a move? I take, but then I get checkmated. So rook e7, queen c7. Ah, what if I take first? Then if they take, I check, we win. So that's good. Bishop d7, rook e7. I think is good. Rook c8. Actually, do I win though? Takes, check. Check. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm going to go here. I saw some really cool stuff. So I'm going to go here. Rook d7, actually. Do I need to worry about this? I don't. Hold on. Rook d7, check, takes, check. Rook d7, I must have a winning move, right? Check. Yeah, rook d7, I mean, even just queen e8 looks really good. So I don't think they're going to do that. Bishop d7, I think we might have a forced win. Do we? Queen e6? What? I did not consider that. What about this one? What are they going to do against this? What are you going to do against that? This looks good. This is hard to deal with. Rook d7 is an ugly move. So, okay, rook g8. Okay, but now I can just do this, no? Bishop d7 loses a piece. Bishop f5, I did not think about. I did not think about bishop f5, guys. Yeah, we can't take it. If we take here, that's no good. Man, I did not see that. Ah, I might have messed up, guys. I did not see that one. Can I take here and do something fancy? No. I really want to play h3 so I don't get back rank mated in every line. If I take this, rook b8, have to find a place to move my queen. What else can we move the queen to? Queen h5 to attack this. Bishop d3, what? I guess we attack that? I don't know. The queen's going to defend the bishop, so here, here, here. So we're attacking the rook. Rook b8 or rook b8. We could trade the queen for 2 rooks. Queen for 2 rooks would be interesting. He pins me instead. What a fascinating position. Too bad I'm about to get flagged. Let's just deal with the back rank problem. I don't know what my plan is supposed to be here. I'm not really sure what's going on exactly. Let's sack it. Let's sack the rook. Ah. We must have had a win. I think I missed the win. I must have missed a win, right? Like, we had a great position. We had a great position. Okay. Wasn't ever as good as I thought it was, I guess. That's amazing. Let's see if they messed up in the opening. I thought they messed up in the opening. No, bishop e7 is the engine move. Okay. Did I have my book? Hold on. I may have to check the book on this one. I thought f6 was what they're supposed to play. I thought this was good for me to get my knight in here. Well, I didn't play bad, actually. I played fine. So did they, I guess. This was the moment. This was the moment where I thought we had him, right here. Queen takes d5. Why? Why queen takes d5? Oh, because it stops bishop f5, maybe? Stops bishop f5. That's why. I didn't see that they could get out of the jam. Yeah. Oh, I had to get... Wait, what? Oh, I had to go this way with my rook? That's such an unnatural move to play. It's such an unnatural move. But this was just awful because I put myself into the pin here. Now I can't do anything about this. Oh, man. Wait, is my opponent in the chat? Is that what someone said? Okay, I didn't realize that. All right. What can I say? It's the competition is tough above 2400. Hold on, I got to do a little research here. Joined December last year. 99 accuracy, 94 accuracy, 96 accuracy, 97 accuracy. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's just too new. It's too new of an account. Can't risk that right now. It doesn't mean necessarily that they're cooking rice. It's just I don't want to take the risk if I don't have to, right? Because you have to wonder, like, if you just joined in December of last year, how did you get so high? Okay, this person is 2600. This is called the walrus variation. I didn't know that. I did not know that this is called the walrus variation. That's funny. Can the walrus take down the 2600s? We are about to find out, my friends. Let's go with bishop g4. I think this might be an annoying move because you really want to probably play e3, and now you can't, right? You can play h3 if you want. You could play g4 if you want. Then I've created some potential weaknesses. Now I'm going to go here, and I'm going to force the issue here. I'm going to force the issue. Maybe it's queen d4. Okay, so they're getting away from the pin. I don't think we can sack. Here, there's e3. So probably we just need to go with something like queen e7 and castles and bring the rooks over. Let's do that. We're going to bring this rook here. Okay, d4 is not a thing just yet, so I don't have to panic. Let's get the other rook in line. d4 is coming later, but it's not there right now. b4 is a move, though. Although, I can just go here if I want. Remember, there's a pin. I'm taking advantage of the pin. Trying to keep all my pieces on relatively good squares. We could drop the bishop back and attack here as well with the rook. It's defended, though. Yeah, white's position is pretty solid, but I'm looking for some crazy sacrifice to bust through. That's what I'm hoping for here. Okay. Not expecting a move like that. Yeah, should I drop back? Is it more valuable to hit this? How else can we keep it attacking? I don't really see a good way. Don't see a good way. Oh wait, queen e5. Wait, queen e5 would create a threat. It's reasonable, I guess. Bishop d2 though. I guess it's something. I don't know. It's something. There just comes these moments in the game, right, where you have everything developed and there's just not a way to bust through. You have to keep trying, but sometimes if your opponent plays well, you just have to take what they give you, right? And if they don't give you anything, you got to just play on. They're going to probably go bishop d2. Oh, knight there. I think I have to take it. The reason I think I have to take it is because otherwise my bishop is getting trapped. That's why I think I have to take it and go check. We do have 94. Actually, we have something. Ooh, we have something. We have something happening now, guys. 94 is no joke. 94, because you can't take the pin. You move your queen somewhere, guess what? I might do this. I might do one of these moves. Ooh, or even this move. Ooh, now white has to be careful. They have to be really careful now. This is dangerous, right? Check. They go back, the rook comes up and over. It's really dangerous. They could go here to stop that. But queen c1... What about this? Now I can go here. Okay, so I don't think this works, unfortunately. There's also knight g3, though. If they take, I take with check. And when the rook comes in, that's definitely worth considering. But knight c3, the rook moves here. We take, they take. Man, that's too bad. Okay, is there any other way to do it? Not really, right? Knight g3, what's the point? Well, if they have to move here, that's really ugly. If they take me, I go check. They can try to run, but then I have this one. So they're going to go here. Then we come down. They're going to plant the bishop. No, then we have this. So they're going to play something like... Looks good. This looks real good. Compared to this, they play rook d2. We don't have a lot of options at that point. We have to make a trade. They take back. I don't think I have anything, honestly. I don't think I have anything. I think I should do this. I think I should do this. This, at least I get a nice little attack going. Which is what I want. It's exactly what I want. Doing okay on time. This opponent beat a GM? Was rated 2750? Really? Wow. So if I beat them, what does that mean? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what these rooks and queen can do. Pretty sure my move is going to be this against basically anything. Yes. We're threatening here. Okay, so if I take that, they have check. So we can't let that happen. So I need to play king b8 or f5 maybe? King b8 looks real safe for my king, I think. So let's do that. Now we're off of the light squares, so we are threatening here again. If they move this bishop away anywhere, then this pawn falls. Now we're getting a bunch of pawns. If they try to defend this any other way, oh, bishop f1, no, that doesn't work. So rook g1 looks awful, so they probably have to give me this pawn, I'm thinking. They might just try to put their king to safety, something like king here. Yeah, but then I take that, right? 3, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so then we have 2 pawns for the piece, maybe even get another pawn. This is interesting. This is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so if I take, what's the plan? They're going to ignore it and go here? And then what happens? If I take, they take, I take check, they go here, I have that. So they have to go here. I have check, they block, I have check, they block, I have check. If they go here, I have check. We have a perpetual. Isn't that interesting? We have a perpetual. I mean, draw's not awful. We win 3 points. I think I have a forced draw. Now, let's verify. I think I have a forced draw. And the other question is, do I want a forced draw? I can also take here with this threat. We have to decide if we even want it. But first of all, it takes, check. If they block, this one I didn't calculate. If they block there, check. Oh, there's this annoying, okay, maybe we don't have a forced draw. Hold everything. Check, rook d2, I did not consider. Check. They could just, let me think. Here, check. We're fine. Here. Because there's a checkmate, it doesn't work. Okay, that's interesting. What if I take this then? Can I do that? Then they move here. They're going to get away. Is that what's going on? If I take here, what happens? If I go here and attack the bishop. Ooh, that's a good move, right? Doesn't, because they can't move the bishop or we get this one. They can't defend the bishop or we get this one. Okay, let's do that. So the idea is I want to just take their bishop. Okay, so now I thought I could do this. Ah, they went to b2 instead of c2. So clever. Wow. Wow, that's really smart, isn't it? Wait, is it smart? I'm threatening this one at the moment. Of course, they stop it. What happens if we push these guys? What happens? This is a pretty good pin at the moment. So I kind of just feel like this is a smart plan. Just push it. His queen's coming though. Yeah, his queen's coming. I knew that. But I don't really see what the queen is going to do. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep pushing my pawns. Queen h2 if we need to just kind of keep the pressure on that. Might make some sense. Wonder if we could beat this person in a time scramble. I'm not sure. So I'm just keeping the pressure here and on the bishop. And also threatening to escort my pawn down with like g3. Okay, if I take... No, don't want to do that. It can't take me because it's pinned still. So that's fine. Maybe we position it here and then we support the pawns. Or maybe we go, actually, maybe I could have done this. Bishop d1. Queen a1. I didn't see that. Why can't I just take it, guys? You kidding me? What is happening? What is happening? Wow. What was that? I don't know what just happened. I really don't know what just happened. Got a notification right at that moment in time. No, not like this. Am I in trouble? What is happening? This is crazy. Ah, why did I do that? Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Man. I let the king get away, guys. That was so not smart. It was not smart of me. Ah. I have to play this end game. I'm gonna get flagged, aren't I? Man. They had checkmate in one move? They didn't see it? What? They didn't see mate in one? Seriously? No! Oh. Come on, Nelson. What a total mess. What a mess. Yeah, Stockfish says it was knight c3. Knight c3 was the way to go. So just do this, trade it, like I said, and then play this position. But this got really interesting. And it was a draw. What? Okay, I calculated this to be a draw, and then I saw that I thought they could get away. So this is what I thought initially. I take, they take, I go check, they go here. Yeah, this is what Stockfish says. This is a draw. Check. Check. They can never get away. I saw this. I saw this. This is a draw. What I thought they could have done was go here. And if I try to check here, and it... No, wait, what was the line that I saw? Or I thought I saw? What was the line? There was a line where I got mated. What was the line? What was the... I don't know what the line was, guys. There is no line here. This is what this is fine. I don't get mated. What? Oh, I just blundered. In my mind, somehow I was thinking that I get mated. I don't know why. I literally looked at this, and in my mind I was just thinking, "Yep, I'm mated. Can't do it." But it's fine. It's fine. Okay, that was a huge mistake. Because I literally saw it, and then I just missed the detail. That being said, this is the next best move. So I didn't play a bad move. Still ended up grabbing the pawn, pushing these guys. Yeah, if I would have played queen e5 now and jumped over here, I'm winning. I'm actually just winning. And then here, it's just a draw. If I don't let the king get away from me. I needed to play queen c3 here because it's forcing the king to stay tied to the pieces. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. And then I don't know why I did this. I should not have let the king run to the other side. If you just keep it out in the open, worst case, I have a draw. Worst case. Best case, I maybe get checkmate or something. Oh. So we let him back over here. And then I walked into the queen trade. And even this, if I just like chill, it's probably still a draw. Like, I don't know what I was thinking pushing these things forward. Like, just hang out and you're going to be able to get a draw. But no, I just... Oh my goodness. It's all right. It's all right. We were so close. We were so close. Is this person okay? We've played them before. They've been around a while. Let's go with the gambit here. I'm gonna do this one. I've been playing this one a few times. It's tricky. It's actually a little bit tricky because I have to watch out for this. Bishop f5. Okay, so they're gonna stop it immediately. Interesting decision. That's fine, but we can still. The thing is, this is a very slow move. You know, you're gonna slow down to play that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be throwing my pieces out as fast as I possibly can. Rook d8 is coming. Knight e5 is coming. Bishop c5 or bishop somewhere. Probably bishop c5. They go here? Whoa. Whoa, 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 guys. Hold everything. Okay, first things first. You can't take me. Check bishop d7. They move somewhere. Maybe I'm not ready for it yet. Knight here. Bishop e2. We take. They're going to take with the pawn. And not quite ready for that. Bishop d6 and castles. Not a bad idea. Bishop, let me think. It's too bad I can't play this. It is so close. Yeah, bishop e2 is the problem. Maybe I just go bishop e7 or bishop c5. Bishop c5 seems like the right approach here. Let's go bishop c5 and castle. We'll just wait. I think we're going to have our moment. Let's just set it up. Okay? Let's set it up. Let's castle. And if they castle, I'm almost wondering. They're not castling just yet. I was almost going to say I could do something like this. We could still try to set that up. And if not, we might even just use it as a way to double up the rooks. Multi-purpose move here. Okay. What's this? What is this? I think I'm just going to take it and go bishop e6. Bring the other rook. Yeah, I didn't quite get the attack I was hoping for. I'm going to have to look into that c3 move. Most people don't play that. I'm going to have to look into that one and see if I could have done something faster or different. Still don't hate my position, but it feels like it's the advantage of the development is going away if we don't do something soon. If I take and they take... What about rook e5? What about rook e5? If they take my bishop, I just take... Okay, let's do it. Actually, I could take this way. Hold on. I could take this way. Then we get the benefit of opening up both rooks at the same time. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Because now we have tactical possibilities. Uh-huh. 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 Now, we have to calculate if we can get away with this. It might be too much. It might be too much. A rook is a lot, guys. Check. Bishop f3, 95. It's actually... What's the alternative? They're going to castle, and my attack is basically gone, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's not gone. I guess I could, in theory, play like h6 or something, or h5. Yeah, let's say I play h5. Where's the queen going to go? Here we have 97. Here we have bishop e7. It doesn't have a lot of places. h3 maybe is where it has to end up. Or we just go for it. We say, look, I'm down a rook, but who cares? I'm attacking, and we see if we can make it work. I probably shouldn't do this, right, guys? There's a voice in my head saying, don't do it. And there's another one saying, do it. Man, which voice do I listen to? I know it's definitely very risky, but let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. For the content. For the content, guys. Here we go. Knight's coming in next. Because see, sometimes I couldn't calculate everything that was happening here. I just felt like it looked pretty good, but I couldn't calculate it all. And so I'm hoping that my instinct is right and that there's something here. So we have a check. We have this move. We have g5, g4. That's interesting. g5, queen moves somewhere. g4, check, we block. Or no, we just move. Okay, that's... If we get rid of that bishop, actually, then the king is easier to attack. So that's definitely something there. We could actually take, sack another piece. No, we can't. There's a... Okay. The check here, I don't feel like it does a lot, right? He just moves. He just moves. Queen b6. No, I think we should go for this plan. Because then we actually get some material back and we get rid of a nice defender. So I like this one. Now queen g3 might be an issue. Nope. I don't care about that. I'm just going to move. Okay, I think we have rook f6. I think we have rook f6. Hold on. Rook f6. He's got to move. Now then we take it. Okay. There's no checks. Everything's defended. Okay. Then we're going to take or take. I'm not sure which way yet. Let's see. Yeah, probably this way. This is pretty funny. This is pretty funny, actually. Let's just say he plays a reasonable looking move like queen e4. Takes. Takes. Could also take with the rook. I think the knight is the way to go, though, because it stops rook g1. It stops queen g5. If he tries to play bishop d2 and develop, no, we have the discover check. So he's probably going to move his king. And how do I keep the attack going, right? That's the question. Queen b6. Move the knight. Let's see if we take that. There's rook g1 I have to watch out for. Yeah, maybe we could do that. Maybe we could, actually. Check here. We have this one always. Okay. Let's see. Let me just check the checks. Takes. Bishop d2, and then I'm gonna go for this. Or maybe I'm not. But I have a pawn, I have a knight. I don't see another line if I don't do that. Let's do it. So he's gonna go check for sure. I'm gonna block. Oh! Oh, I didn't see that one. Oh, that's not good. Ah, I blundered this one, guys. I don't want to get my king stuck there, so let's try to do this. Trying to control the white squares. But I think we're going to lose now. I missed that completely. That was a good move. Ah. Maybe he blunders. Maybe he plays something like rook f1 and we can win. Rook f1. Like the only move I can think of that he could potentially play that would lose, but that's really obvious. Really obvious. Check here. So I have to go to g7. Check here. I could try to run. No, I can't. I have to play rook here. b4. Do what now? b4? I don't know. It just feels like he gave me a sort of a little bit of hope. What is this guy doing? King d3? Check. Check. He's going to run there. Oh, I didn't see that. Of course I didn't see it. Because I don't see anything today. Ah. Man, I can't believe this. I can't believe this is happening. Okay, never had a chance. So I didn't miss anything. There was just never anything there. So maybe this one isn't as good. Let's see. C3, knight f6, bishop here. Queen d7 would have been a much better move. Queen d7. You keep the rook there. You keep the bishop there. You keep the pressure up. And if they castle, now you can play rook e1. Keep the pressure on queen c2. Keep attacking. Get the triple thing. Okay, so that would have been a nice move to play queen d7. And then at the end there, how bad was it? Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I shouldn't have done it. That being said, they actually almost came back in the game here. The move was, yeah, if I didn't blunder this, the move was king h8. So get away from the checks on the G file. And now you're threatening to do stuff. Bishop d2, you take it. Wow. They have to, wow. If they play this, rook d6 is good for me. Man, okay. That's what I needed to see, king h8. Playing gambits and rapid isn't going to cut it. You should play something else less dubious. Yeah, but I got to this point playing gambits, so it seems like it would be weird to just like do something to get to a certain level and then stop doing it to, like, to some extent, maybe, but I want to have fun when I play chess, so I'm not going to switch to some boring openings just to try to like get a few extra points. Like, it's, if you don't have fun, what's the point? Also, I think you play better when you have fun. So now some people can play positional and enjoy it, and that's fine, but I don't like it. So now, that being said, I need to be smarter about decisions like this, right? You can't just give up rooks for no reason. That's different. That I definitely do need to be more careful. But I think playing gambits has been great. I mean, I think my rating's gone up since I started doing that. Guys, I think I should stop. It's not going well. Now, we might get some points back. I would not be surprised if we get 14 points back. But we'll see. I'll have to give you an update next time. Rough day. Rough day. Also, changing the setting to play higher rated players is going to be tough just from a self-confidence standpoint. You know, when you're losing every game, it's hard. When you're playing lower rated players, you're building confidence. So there's something to be said about that too. Once I changed the setting, I lost 4 in a row, right? So I don't know. Maybe I need to rethink that. Also, I've been kind of tired, so that's also part of it. Anyway, thank you guys. I'll see you next time. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. Rob, Steven, thank you guys for being here. And I will see you guys next time.